Thank you for visiting the Combs Waterkotte website and our Securities Fraud Defense Lawyer in Missouri website page. Regardless of the crime, we believe everyone is entitled to the best possible legal defense in the state of Missouri. We have created this audio version of our website page to help you better understand our services and protect your future, freedom, and reputation. If you have been charged with securities fraud in the state of Missouri, we can help. Don't face the state and court system alone during your securities fraud charge. Contact one of our Missouri Securities Fraud Defense Lawyers today at 314-900-HELP to protect your rights and future. Combs Waterkotte is committed to handling all securities fraud cases with confidential care and understanding. We are not here to judge you. We believe that everyone in Missouri, regardless of the crime they have been charged with, deserves an aggressive legal defense and to have their legal rights protected. With that being said, let's discuss hiring our securities fraud defense lawyers in Missouri and setting up a free consultation with our attorneys. Securities Fraud Defense Lawyers in Missouri. Allegations of securities fraud can devastate your reputation, career, and financial future. At Combs Waterkotte, our Missouri securities fraud defense attorneys are trusted by professionals, executives, and investors across Missouri when the stakes are high. Whether you've been charged with insider trading, misrepresentation, or other white-collar violations, we bring deep legal experience, strategic insight, and an aggressive defense to protect what matters most. Securities Fraud Lawyer in Missouri. Accused of securities fraud in Missouri? The consequences can be career-ending, but with the right defense team, they don't have to be. At Combs Waterkotte, we provide powerful, discreet representation for professionals and businesses facing SEC investigations, insider trading allegations, wire fraud, and other white-collar charges. With over 50 years of combined experience and a proven track record in high-stakes criminal defense, our attorneys know how to navigate complex regulatory cases and protect your reputation, freedom, and financial future. If you're facing charges of securities fraud in Missouri, call us right away at 314-900-HELP or reach out online for a free, confidential consultation with one of our skilled criminal defense lawyers. What is securities fraud? Securities fraud typically refers to deceptive practices in the stock or investment markets meant to manipulate investors or misrepresent financial information. These charges often arise from federal investigations involving the SEC or FINRA and can be prosecuted at both the state and federal levels. The allegations can range from insider trading to Ponzi schemes, accounting fraud, misstatements in public filings, or failure to disclose material risks to investors. Even accidental omissions can draw scrutiny, making it essential to have experienced legal guidance from the beginning. Common examples of securities fraud in Missouri. Securities fraud cases often involve complex financial records, digital communications, and regulatory scrutiny. At Combs Waterkotte, we conduct our own investigations to uncover weaknesses in the prosecution's claims and protect your professional reputation. Here are examples of securities fraud in Missouri. Misleading statements in investor communications or financial reports. Insider trading based on non-public information. Unauthorized or excessive trading, churning by brokers. Ponzi or pyramid schemes involving investor funds. Falsified SEC filings or earnings reports. Failure to disclose conflicts of interest or risks. Legal penalties for securities fraud in Missouri. Convictions for securities fraud can carry severe penalties under both state and federal law, including federal prison sentences of up to 25 years, fines of hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, restitution to victims, and forfeiture of assets. SEC sanctions or permanent industry bans, loss of professional licenses and certifications. Beyond legal consequences, reputational harm alone can permanently damage your career, business prospects, and personal life. That's why early, aggressive defense is critical. How Combs Waterkotte can help if you're facing securities fraud charges in Missouri. When you're facing securities fraud charges, you need more than a general criminal defense attorney. You need a strategic legal team with deep experience in complex financial cases. At Combs Waterkotte, we've defended executives, investors, and professionals throughout Missouri against allegations of insider trading, market manipulation, wire fraud, and SEC violations. Our attorneys understand both the legal intricacies and the high stakes involved, and we're ready to fight for your freedom, your reputation, and your livelihood. What can happen if you don't hire a securities fraud lawyer in Missouri? You could face federal prosecution with aggressive tactics from agencies like the SEC, DOJ, or FBI, without a legal buffer to protect you. Prison time is more likely without a lawyer skilled in challenging complex financial evidence and federal sentencing guidelines. Your assets may be frozen or seized without a strategic legal defense, pushing back on overbroad enforcement actions. You might unknowingly incriminate yourself in interviews, audits, or depositions without proper legal advice. Plea deals may be unfair or rushed, especially without an attorney to negotiate or challenge prosecutorial pressure. You risk long-term damage to your career and licensing status in finance, real estate, or securities industries. Damage to your reputation can become permanent without proactive legal action to manage publicity and protect your narrative. You may miss crucial filing deadlines or opportunities to challenge subpoenas, audits, or indictments during the investigation stage. How a Missouri securities fraud attorney can help. Our criminal defense lawyers are known for handling high-stakes white-collar cases with discretion and impact. We understand how these investigations unfold, and we work proactively to get ahead of them. Here's what we do. Review SEC filings, financials, and communication records for errors. Challenge procedural issues like improper warrants or overbroad subpoenas. Handle public relations concerns and minimize reputational harm. Negotiate with prosecutors for reduced or dropped charges. Prepare for trial with compelling, data-driven defense strategies. Why choose Combs Waterkotte for securities fraud defense in Missouri? Whether you're a financial advisor, corporate executive, investor, or small business owner under scrutiny, we deliver the experience and strategy you need when it matters most. 5+ decades of combined white-collar criminal defense experience. Discreet, client-centered representation for high-level professionals. Strong relationships with local and federal prosecutors and regulators. Track record of dismissals, acquittals, and successful negotiations. Contact a Missouri securities fraud lawyer today. Don't wait for charges to be filed to start protecting yourself. The sooner you involve legal counsel, the more options you have to resolve or fight the case. Contact the Missouri Securities Fraud Defense attorneys at Combs Waterkotte today to schedule a confidential consultation. Call 314-900-HELP or reach out online now. We're ready to protect your future.